Yeah. So the spontaneous Bangladeshi student protest that all American media houses were so proud of, turns out they were not so spontaneous after all. This is Ted Newsvelt from Ivory, and I'm here to connect the 4 dots that define this Bangladeshi spring. Number 1. Sheikh Hasina, the erstwhile Bangladeshi PM, visited Beijing in early July and was supposed to stay there for 4 days, but she cut the visit short. Reports suggest that she was not received with customary protocol there. She had, however, declared that she would favor India over China when it came to infrastructure projects over the River Teesta, so that might have set the Chinese off. Number 2. The student protests, by this time, had been going on for a month, largely without any casualties. Suddenly, the protests turned violent and bodies started piling up. Opposition parties infiltrated the movement. The Supreme Court met the students' demands and reduced the quota. You'd think that would be the end of it. Nope. They came up with new demands for Hasina's resignation for a directorial, hard-handed approach. That was true, of course. A lot of people were, indeed, dying. But who was actually firing the shots? Which brings us to number 3. The armed forces, which by now had killed more than 300 of their own countrymen with zero remorse, suddenly developed a conscience and decided they won't fire a single shot anymore. They gave the PM a 45-minute deadline to resign, ferried her safely to India, and, as expected, assumed power. They invited only the opposition parties to talk about forming the interim government, and left out the ruling party, which is not a true reflection of the democratic process, obviously. The first thing that the president did after the coup was free Khaleda Zia, the opposition supremo who had been jailed for quite a while now. You can see where this is going, right? And then there's number 4. Since Hasina fled, the protesters started targeting the minority Hindus. Reports suggest a wave of Hindu genocide might be next, considering many Hindus have been killed in just 12 hours and their temples set ablaze. Since the government toppled, calls have been given on social media even to finish off the unwanted Hindus and make Bangladesh an Islamic state. So, what exactly do all these point to? Well, remember China's last bad tool that Hasina made? Everyone knows China funds all the pandemics in the world, be it the coronavirus or Islamic fundamentalism. They did it with Pakistan, they did it with Maldives, and guess who's coming to power in Bangladesh now? Islamic fundamentalist with ties to Pakistan. This was China's master plan all along. Encircling India, a key US ally, with people who hate India. This was an intelligence failure on Hasina's part. Perhaps she was sabotaged, we don't know. But that's why the first person who came to meet her in India was not a cabinet minister, but the National Security Advisor, devolved. And it's not like the innocent and gullible Bangladeshis were tricked into this. Oh no, they knew very well what they were signing up for. Just scroll to the Bangladeshi social media and you would see firsthand to what degree a population can be brainwashed through targeted misinformation campaigns. So yeah, 300 lives were lost, an aspiring economy of a small, impoverished nation was sent back to the doldrums, and another secular nation is en route to Islamic fanaticism just so that one superpower could gain a strategic advantage over another. Bravo China, and bravo Bangladeshis. If you would like to listen to more of these kind of stuff the traditional media would never tell you, you could, well, subscribe to Ivory. That's it for today. Off you go.